Alright, so we're gonna be watching the SAG-AFTRA strike thing with Fran Drescher. So we're gonna see how this goes, and we're gonna commentate as we go, a little bit of an EFAP, if you will, and see what happens here.
What happens here is important.
Yeah, let's see what happens here is important. I mean, people getting their just desserts, if you will.
Because what's happening to us is happening across all fields of labor.
Work breaks, vacation time, getting paid for the job you do for the amount that was agreed to because that's what the employer said it was worth, and you agreed, even begrudgingly.
By means of when employers make Wall Street and greed their priority.
Profits. I mean, I think most of us could argue that they've definitely not been making that the priority, so.
And they forget about the essential contributors that make the machine run.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's definitely true. I mean, the studios, the actors, the writers, they've all forgot about the paying customer. So, yeah, I would say, so far, Fran's knocking it out of the park. She knows that it's important that we remember the customers, because they're the ones that are footing the bill for everything here. They're the ones that make sure that the actors get paid, the studios get money, and the CEOs can have yachts. So
we have a problem.
Yes, as stated, because, well, you guys don't care about the customer anymore.
And we are experiencing that right at this moment. This is a very seminal hour for us.
PG-13.
I went in earnest, thinking that we would be able to avert a strike.
Yeah, no, I doubt it.
The gravity of this move is not lost on me or our negotiating committee or our board members who have voted unanimously to proceed with a strike.
So, a bunch of greedy people agreed that they need more money, and they're making themselves the ones that are the centers of attention because the customer is the most important. Okay.
It's a very serious thing that impacts thousands, if not millions of people.
See, she's so close to getting the truth. I mean, like, if she just pushed a little further, she'd see that the rest of us, the paying customer, we're right there. Yep. That's who this is impacting, not them. I mean, it does, but all the nonsense from the last few years, that's been impacting us forever. So, no, we're done, and I think you're actually seeing it. The customers are starting to strike. I mean, look at the box office this year.
All across this country and around the world. Not only members of this union, but people who work in other industries that service the people that work in this industry. And so it came with great sadness that we came to this crossroads, but we had no choice.
That's right. The actors, they had no choice. They needed to put their foot down so they could fight for the customer and do the right thing. Pretty sure that's where she's going with this, right?
We are the victims here. We are the victims here.
Idiots. Ugh.
We are being victimized by a very greedy entity. I am shocked by the way the people that we have been in business with are treating us. I cannot believe it.
The actors can't. The actors can't believe how they're being treated by other people. You can't make this stuff up.
Frankly, how far apart we are on so many things. How they plead poverty.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. So are you.
That they're losing money left and right when giving hundreds of millions of dollars to their CEOs.
So are you.
It is disgusting. Shame on them.
Agreed. What you're doing is disgusting.
They stand on the wrong side of history. They stand on the wrong side of history.
Think about this for a moment, if you will. Those who always talk about standing on the wrong side of history, right? You look at those people. I mean, there's the occasional time where the person's right. Right? If you're fighting for people for real, trying to protect them, shield them, all that kind of stuff, yeah, that's fine, whatever. You're on the right side of history. But when it's about lining your own pocketbooks, don't talk about this nonsense. Your pocketbook isn't the right side of history. It's not. It's not. Just gonna try to keep more opinions to myself, but don't do that kind of thing. I don't care who you are. Don't talk about being on the right side of history, wrong side of history, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
We stand in solidarity, in unprecedented unity.
Now, I'm not really a fan of unions, because, well, I've heard a bunch of people say, and it's true, find the lowest common denominator, okay? Find the person that's adding the least amount of value. That's the quality of your union, alright? Because they determine what you're worth, they determine what's put out, not the best, not the brightest, not the sharpest, not the most qualified and competent.
Our union and our sister unions and the unions around the world are standing by us, as well as other labor unions.
Which I don't think is true, because I'm pretty sure that British actors' unions was like, hey, actors, you're not them, so get back to work.
Because at some point, the jig is up. You cannot keep being dwindled and marginalized and disrespected and dishonored.
Now again, you made that about the fans, and you're right. And you could be attacking the actors who call us names and attack us, marginalize us. And just so you know, Fran, the jig is up. People are starting to see through it. They're not going to see the movies that you guys are in because you guys say a bunch of stupid stuff.
The entire business model has been changed by streaming, digital, AI. This is a moment of history that is a moment of truth.
Now, to be fair, this is valid, okay? This is the one valid thing she said. That yes, streaming changed everything. And the businesses, the corporations, they're hiding the numbers. So, granted, those contracts and stuff that you signed up for, yeah, you're not getting paid probably what you should be. And any discovery would likely leave the corporations in a bit of a bind. And so, as you guys are all bundled together, now, if you guys don't know, I think it's funny when she keeps talking about standing strong, being united, standing firm, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All I can picture is what fascist actually means, which is a bundle of rods with an axe. And, well, the actors have been pretty divisive, so keep going, Fran, keep going.
If we don't stand tall right now, we are all going to be in trouble. We are all going to be in jeopardy of being replaced by machines.
Every generation, for like the last 200 years, has talked about being afraid of being replaced by machines. Okay? Think about it. Did we adapt? Yes. Did things change? Yes. Then you move on. There will be work. There will be things for you to do. Especially if you're not dumb. So, get your act together, actors. Get your act together, Hollywood, and you won't be replaced.
And big business. Who cares more about Wall Street than you and your family?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. So do the actors. I'm not under any pretenses believing that any of you think of me or my family. Not considering the crap you put out, or the things you guys post on Twitter.
Most of Americans don't have more than $500 in an emergency. This is a very big deal, and it weighed heavy on us.
So think about this. Utilizing and taking advantage of people who are in a less fortunate position than you. Okay? She's abusing the customers again, folks. She's abusing the customers. Take advantage, making victims of themselves. It's just seriously despicable that they would do this kind of thing. Fran, you're not the victim, okay? You're not. And saying that there's people with less than $500 in a savings account for an emergency fund, it's true, but you're not one of them. You are one of the dumb people that think you can take advantage of those people. You're just a selfish jerk.
But at some point, you have to say no. We're not going to take this anymore. You people are crazy.
And you know what, Fran? We have. You people are crazy. And the box office numbers are proving it. So, good job, Fran. Good job.
What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Privately, they all say we're the center of the wheel. Everybody else tinkers around our artistry.
See, right there, the actors are like, you guys all say we're the center of attention. You're not making us the center of attention, so we're gonna be the center of attention. Narcissism. That's what this is. Narcissism.
But actions speak louder than words. And there was nothing there. It was insulting.
I'm insulted that I'm not the center of attention. That we're not made to be the best, the brightest, the sharpest, the strongest. Well, friends, because you guys act like a bunch of tools. Dumber than a bunch of bricks in a bag that's been sunk to a bottom of a lake. Okay? That's about as sharp and smart you are. If you made it about the customers, you could probably win some of these arguments, but you're making it about you.
So we came together in strength and solidarity and unity with the largest strike authorization vote in our union's history.
Fascist! Yep. Sorry, got a bundle of rods and an axe stuck in my throat.
And we made the hard decision that we tell you as we stand before you today. This is major. It's really serious. And it's going to impact every single person that is in labor.
What is a woman, Fran?
We are fortunate enough to be in a country right now that happens to be labor friendly.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but...
And yet, we were facing opposition that was so labor unfriendly, so tone deaf.
See, she used the word tone deaf, and, really, I think she needs a big mirror.
To what we are saying, you cannot change the business model as much as it has changed and not expect the contract to change too.
So again, I'll give her this. That's valid, okay? So I'm not saying that every reason the actors are striking is wrong. Just the wide, vast majority of the reasons. And they're quote-unquote motives, alright? That's all in question for sure, because it's not about Joe Blow, who only has $500 of his savings account.
We're not going to keep doing incremental changes on a contract that no longer honors what is happening right now with this business model that was foisted upon us. What are we doing? Moving around furniture on the Titanic?
You kind of are, Fran, you kind of are, because, well, again, box office is saying you guys are dinosaurs and you're going extinct, so you do need to change, and you do need to change quick. But the thing you first and foremost need to change is your attitude. You guys need to stop coming down hard on the people you're exploiting. Yeah, that's right, Fran. You're exploiting people. You're not helping them. You're exploiting.
So the jig is up, AMPTP. We stand tall. You have to wake up and smell the coffee.
But I don't want to make a commitment to that.
We are labor and we stand tall and we demand respect.
Yeah, 'cause actors have never demanded respect before.
And to be honored for our contribution.
Honored for their contribution. That's all they ever get. Okay? All the praises, all the interviews, all the camera, all the glam, all the gifts, all that kind of stuff. That's recognition. That is. You just want a bigger paycheck. You don't care about Joe Blow making $500 or having $500 in his savings account, and you just care about you.
You share the wealth because you cannot exist without us.
And that's what the customers say to you, Fran. You cannot exist without us.